This video is brought to you by America First Insight. Help support the growing conservative movement by becoming a member today. And if you want to support this channel, you can also use the code REAL when becoming a member. Thank you and enjoy the video. You know, I really thought after Mitch McConnell was forced out as majority leader, I thought at the bare minimum, we were to get some kind of an upgrade. I'm not talking about a perfect replacement or an S tier senator. I thought at the bare minimum that John Thune would be even just a slight upgrade over McConnell, especially compared to what McConnell was before 2019. Because before 2019 and 2020, McConnell still sucked, but at some points he was actually not the worst majority leader in the world. So I thought, okay, now that McConnell is gone, John Thune was going to be slightly better than McConnell was a couple years ago. But by some miracle, in some areas, you could argue John Thune is even worse than McConnell. Now, I think Thune at the end of the day has been a slight improvement over McConnell, but that's not saying much. And now this new debacle with the Save America Act, it is so pathetic how John Thune is responding that at this point, is there really a difference? I guess if you look at everything else, yes, there is a slight, like a 5% improvement over McConnell. But let's be honest here. That's like going from 1% good to like 6% good. It is an improvement technically, but in reality, it's not really that different. And now I would argue at this point with this current Save America Act stuff, it's the same. Okay, I shouldn't say it's the same. It is still slightly better, but still. John Thune, I have no clue what he's trying to accomplish here. All he's accomplished to do is piss off everybody. I don't know a single person right now that is happy with John Thune. Before this stuff, it was kind of mixed. Again, some people thought he was better than McConnell. Some think he was the same, whatever. The point is, yes, before this debacle, most people still thought, better than McConnell. He's actually trying to do stuff. But look at this headline right here. John Thune says no to filibuster changes, even after Trump's threats about the Save America Act. And you read the rest of this article, the headline enough is stupid, but you look what he says. He just says, oh, the talking filibuster, we can't use it because it's going to waste a bunch of time and it's going to, it's not worth it. It may not even pass. And this other just excuses. And the fact that it's never worked or whatever. The point is, he's just making excuses for why they're not even trying. Which, by the way, they don't even have to change the filibuster. Mike Lee has explained this at this point like a million times. You don't have to change shit. Using the talking filibuster doesn't require a single rule change, not even one. So he's just making excuses that are just fake. You don't have to change any rule. You don't have to do anything. What the reality is, John Thune does not want to use it, and a few others, because, oh, it's going to take up so much valuable time. Okay, well, what do you plan on doing the next couple of months that's so important? Name the things you want to do. DHS funding. Sure. I honestly can't think of anything the Senate would really need to do the next couple of months. So it's just bullshit. It's just like, who cares? Okay, it lasts a couple of months. So what? I really can't think of a single thing so important in the next couple of months. I can't think of anything. DHS funding, sure, fine, whatever. Outside of that, what is there? Can anyone name a single thing? I can't, because there is nothing. They're just making excuses. And on top of this, you look at him more what he's saying. He's also saying, oh, it's going to fail anyways. It's never worked before. So why even try? Seriously, that is such a lame excuse. Listen, you may not even be wrong about the idea of, oh, it's going to fail. All right, sure. It may fail even using the talking filibuster because all the Democrats will obstruct. And then you got people like Mitch McConnell and a few others. They're playing games. Fine. Like that's one thing. Okay, it may fail, sure. But at least try. Demonstrate to the American people that you're trying to get it through. You could actually win the optics war in this. Because guess what? If it fails because of Democrats obstructing constantly and you use a talking filibuster, which again, you don't have to change any rule. You have to change nothing. But okay, like, fine. If it does fail, at least you tried. And you made Democrats look batshit crazy. Because they're going to have to talk. They have to explain why they're opposing it. And that's the point. Make Democrats explain to the world why they're opposing, I'm not even exaggerating, a 70-30 issue, 80-20, some polls 90-10. A 90-10 issue. And why are they opposing it? An issue that even Democrats support. Why? Make them explain. It's a win-win. Okay, you don't get it through. Guess what? You made Democrats look batshit crazy. You tried. And you give the American people a reason to vote for you. Because they think, hey, they need more actually good Republicans to get stuff done. So we're going to vote this fall for the GOP. You may not like them, but at least they're trying to get Trump's agenda through. But not even trying at all is stupid. But the worst part of this whole thing is what John Thune said later. He was asked by somebody from NBC News, I think, about if he feels a pressure to pass the Save America Act. And he said a lot of that it's in the kind of, paid influencer ecosystem. He adds that there's support among GOP senators, but the process and how do you ultimately try and get a result is still unclear to me. Notice what he said here. He said, this is just paid influencers pushing this, pushing the pressure, not the average person, not just a bunch of activists. No, it's the paid influencers. Really? Of everything you could have said a million different things. You picked the wrong option. It's those pesky influencers. They don't represent the people. What the hell are you talking about? There are hundreds of polls showing the same thing. People support voter ID. People support the Save America Act. Everything. And by the way, are you sure you want to use that term paid influencer? Because I'm pretty sure Trump supports the Save America Act. So what, is Trump an influencer now? He's the president of the United States, and he's pushing for this shit. And so are millions of people. They're demanding you do something. And your response is, oh, those pesky influencers. Trump must be a paid-off influencer then. Seriously? What's the game plan here? Just piss everybody off to a point of saying, screw you, we're not going to vote for you? And you're going to lose this year? What's the plan? It's just baffling. And again, this is an 80-20 issue. Look at all these polls right here. This is from Harvard and Harris, a good pollster, by the way. And they asked voters, do you support or oppose the proposed Save America Act that would require proof of citizenship to register to vote, require voter ID, require states to remove non-citizens from their voting rolls, and require states to share unredacted voting rolls with DHS? So basically a bullet point explanation of what the act does. Look at this. 71% of people support it. Only 29% oppose. This is the Save America Act, not voter ID. It's all of this. People are like, yes, 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 Yes. Even the more controversial things like the DHS stuff, people support it. Hell, 50% of Democrats support it. This is a 70-30 issue with the bill itself, including controversial things. Let's keep going. Support for requiring proof of ID to register to vote. Not to vote, just to register to vote. 70% said they support it, 20% opposed, or 69 and 19, what a roundup. This is from YouGov, a Democrat-leaning pollster. And it's plus, what is that? Plus 50? Keep going. Gallup, and this is from a couple of years ago, but it's still true today. 84% of people are in favor of requiring all voters to provide photo ID to vote. Every single part of this bill is popular. Pew Research, same thing. They conducted the same poll. And 83%, guess what? They support voter ID. It just keeps going. Even 70% of Democrats support it. It's a 70-30 issue among Democrat voters. What's the downside here? There is none. You're just making excuses. You're not even trying. And again, it may still fail. The point is, you win no matter what if you try. If you succeed, you pass a very popular piece of legislation that motivates people to vote and helps secure our elections and also makes Democrats look crazy for opposing it. If it fails, you motivate Republicans to vote for you because it was Democrats that obstructed an 80-20 to 90-10 issue. But nope, John Thune is saying, nope, we can't do it. We can't do it because those pesky influencers. It's baffling and it helps absolutely nobody by playing these games. I mean, you have so many different pathways or ways to try to force it through. Again, we're not saying it's going to for sure pass. Just try. Hell, John Kennedy of Louisiana is trying to force it through reconciliation. He proposed, why not we try to use reconciliation, which I know that there are questions as to can he actually do that? Is that legal? More than likely, no. But at the bare minimum, just think outside the box. Think of something to do. Like something you could try to get the bill through. Just something. And John Thune immediately shot it down. He immediately said, nope, can't do it. Because Mitch McConnell is still way too powerful. It just, really? This is why people are upset. John Thune might be on his way out. People are getting fed up with this bullshit. Elon Musk is saying he might be gone. It's like everybody's starting to think John Thune is pissing off way too many people, including Trump, including Musk, including a large chunk of the conference, to a point of he may be forced out as majority leader. That's how bad this could get. And now the House right now, they're in open rebellion. They're saying, we're not going to pass one bill, nothing, until you force this through. We don't care how, which way, it doesn't matter. Just force it through. At least try. It is pathetic that we have to do all this crap just to get through an 80-20 issue. It's not like this is a very unpopular piece of legislation. It's common sense. All this stuff is common sense and stuff we should have had years ago. But nope, Republicans have to play these stupid games that helps nobody. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.